Yeah, and the other really insidious thing about this bill, I keep saying insidious, but it's true. The
Let's just call it the insidious
the
death care
Republicans
bill.
actually move a lot of the damage onto the states, which is why you see so many Republican governors coming out against this bill.
Yeah.
They're making it so that the Senate Republicans might not catch hell for this. The House members might not catch hell for this. But man, when your local legislature governor makes a decision, they are going to catch holy hell.
Oh, and that's another point about this. This bill is set up so that the state legislature doesn't have to vote on it. The governor can just say, "Oh yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do that with your health care." Boom, you're done. So if you have a Republican governor, they can do something with just signing something. That's it.
Yeah, basically they're creating 50 different separate healthcare systems, and it's really going to depend on where you live, your quality of care, and the rights you have. And that is a recipe for policy disaster.
And once again, they're going to hurt their own people. You know what really there's so many people at risk here, but you look at older people are going to end up paying 16.9% of their income for insurance that covers less.
Yeah.
Of course, when you're older, you need more insurance typically when, that's the way it usually goes. So you're going to have less care, so you're going to that means more out-of-pocket costs on top of this other big hike of this chunk out of your income. So
yeah.
I want to get to one other thing aside from healthcare before we sign off today, it's time for Democrats to get their act together and stop attacking their own leadership from within. There's a lot of people who are parroting Republican attacks on Leader Pelosi, and this is the woman who I don't understand why some of the base can't keep this in line. I don't understand why people are they continue to let Republicans set these narratives. She is the person who got everyone Obamacare. She pushed that up that hill when everyone said it couldn't be done. And how many other pieces of legislation would you say that, she was there
Obama's
for Obama.
Entire first-year agenda got through because of Nancy Pelosi.
And so when people, that's why Republicans don't like her, and that's why they villainize her and demonize her. Democrats need to stop falling for this stuff. They didn't stand up for their own president when President Obama was being attacked by these people. They've got to stop doing this. Remember when they attacked him over health care and all the Democrats ran away?
Yeah.
And now it's the best thing ever? People need to stand up. They need to borrow a little bit of gumption from the Republican Party, who has way too much gumption, and, stand up for something. Have some courage.
And a message to all the bros out there, Bernie bros and otherwise, who want to see Pelosi gone and scream new blood and worship Bernie. These are the people. If you want to run Bernie Sanders for president, you're seriously considering in 2020 running a nearly 80-year-old man for office. You have no room to talk. If you want Pelosi out, right, but you want Joe Biden to run in 2020, you have no room to talk.
And if you voted for Donald Trump,
you
have no room to talk. A lot of those people are attacking her. It's absurd. It's ageism, and it's grotesque. I don't know why they're attaching it to her, except that she's, a woman of power, which does bother a lot of people. But she's gotten a lot done. She's a practical person. She does things that former Speaker Boehner could not do, and current Speaker Ryan cannot do. They are jealous of her abilities. This would be so foolish for Republicans to toss her away.
From a political party legislative process point of view, she has a better grip on the Democratic caucus, and I think this is where a lot of the grumbling comes from within the House Democrats who want to go on. She has a tighter grip on those people and has them more in line than John Boehner did or Paul Ryan does.
Right.
She's a more effective leader than either of those two.
She's really good at what she does. No one is perfect, and there certainly is room for, and there is a lot of fresh blood in the Democratic Party, and there are some rising liberal stars.
And their time is going to come soon enough.
Right, but it's a balancing act. You don't want to get rid. Look what the Republicans did, but don't make that mistake. They got rid of so many establishment people that these a kind of radical rookies took over, and then they what? They were completely incapable of governing.
Are.
Yes, and continue to be. I mean, this was. They have continued that process. They have not gotten any better. There's no adults in the room. You kind of need the blending of people who've been here for a long time, and who are value the things that the base values, and she does do that. So I just think that's a foolish mistake. I mean, it's hard to lose things, but that doesn't mean you toss away the people who are actually effective. So I'm going to wrap this up for today, and I'm sure by tomorrow there will be a whole new spate of horrors having to do with the Republican, quote, health care, unquote, bill.
Unhealthy care bill.
The unhealthy care bill. Yeah. So thank you for joining us today, and we will talk to all of you tomorrow.